जी
बैटरी सब था से नहीं
जी
Please pause, brother. Please pause. While you finish your salah, Salman.
Can we just come close, please, brothers? Away from the back, please. Respected ulamas, elders, brothers and sisters in Islam, I'd like to greet you with the best of greeting of Jannah, greeting that connects the moving's heart straight to instantly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are lucky to be here in the house of Allah, and we are lucky that we got Shaykh Hasan with us conducting the program. It was a short notice program. We are ever so grateful to Shaykh that he managed to come to the program and show his very schedule into for our masjid. He said it was a special connection for our masjid, and we are ever so grateful that he managed to give us the time. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us Iman without asking, with his infinite mercy. Without asking it, he's given us a prophet, best of prophet, without asking. He's given us the best of Quran, best of books, Quran, without asking. And to safeguard our Iman, he's given all these ulama's, scholars, hufaz among us. And we should take benefit from them, wherever the programs, wherever we find opportunity. So inshallah, we stay till the end and benefit from it, so we can safeguard our Iman. And the title explains, so we can enter the Jannah without Islam, inshallah. Also, we probably see Mufti not here. I'm going to request for everyone to do dua for him. He's really unwell, that's why he's not here. I can't come to mosque for a week now. And because we suddenly made this program with arrangement, Hafiz Shah also had a pre-arrangement part of them from the mosque in Oldham to go to the class. We couldn't leave that. He will inshallah try to join us after. Jazakallah khairan. I'll ask Shaykh. I will not introduce him. It will be befitting for me to introduce every single people know Shaykh here and the work he does, especially the Safar Academy. I think all parents should look into these books, and it's amazing books. Inshallah, we're planning to introduce this in our mosque as well. We're going to start the program, inshallah, with a Quran. Ask Shahab to come, inshallah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض، وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته ورسله وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين صدق الله العظيم
Alhamdulillah, I'll ask Shaykh to give his valuable talk, inshallah. Without delay, he's got program later on as well, inshallah. We stay, inshallah, close by and listen attentively and benefit from Jazakallah khair. I think we'll have takbir, everybody fall asleep. Takbir! Takbir! Last one, takbir, Allahu Akbar!
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كل نفس ذائقة الموت ونبلوكم بالشر والخير فتنة وإلينا ترجعون. صدق الله العظيم. Dear respected brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام.
Every single part of our lives brings a new change and a new challenge every few years. So let's take this in right now. We're in 2023 right now. If I ask you to go 10 years back, so let's go to 2013. If you can imagine for me 2013 and the world we had in 2013, how did you actually, what your life was and how you felt and what was happening in your life? Was it the same as it is right now in 2023 or was it actually different? Which one?
Different.
Different. If I go 20 years back, if I say in 2003, if some of you were still alive and conscious at that time, was it very different from what it is right now? Yes or no? Come on, yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Even 5 years back. Let's just go 5 years back. You guys have got this echo on the thing. You take the echo off the mic. It'll be good. You need me for the qira'ah and the salah, but right now I'm giving you a lecture. I can hear myself speaking to me. So, if you go 5 years back, and you kind of think about the time we were together in 2018. This is before the pandemic hit, the pandemic hit the country. The world was very different at that time, yes or no? Yes? Some people have lived on, some people have not. Every 5 years we've got somebody that comes into the family. Every 5 years we've got somebody that probably has left the family. Things change. Every 5 years your health has taken a different turning. Better or worse. Every 5-10 years that happens. Every 5-10 years you see that your friends, your family members, those that are there, there's a difference in how you communicate and how you are together inside the household or even your social network. This is the world. Nothing here is to remain. This is known as dunya. Allah Azza wa Jalla has said the dunya is mata'. Mata' al-hayat dunya, Allah said. What does mata' mean? Mata' means everything that I am seeing or experiencing right now in this world is temporary. It's something I can benefit from, something I can take some kind of, somehow I can benefit from it, but it is temporary, end of the day. Nothing permanent. So I want you to think right now, what is the best thing you love in this world? Best thing you love in this world, or the best things you love in this world. Bring them in your mind. I want you to bring in your mind who are the most favorite people that you have in this world. Bring them in your mind. Just 3 people. Most favorite people, 1 person even. The most favorite person. The most favorite people in your mind. Bring them in your mind right now. Once you've got your favorite things right now and your favorite people right now, I'm telling you, after 10 years from now, just 10 years from now, some of those favorite people might not be with you. Some of those favorite things you might not find favorable anymore. In fact, even relationships that we have, sometimes relationship goes sour. Sometimes relationship goes better. Sometimes we have new friends. Sometimes we like another family member which we have never got close to. We become more closer. Sometimes we become more distant from them. Always changing. Every 5 years, every 10 years, always things are changing. You had someone amongst your friends, before he got married, he was always out at your yard. Saturday nights were the nights, Friday nights were the nights, we're hanging around together, playing, going out there, this lounge and that lounge and so on. Suddenly the guy gets married. Then you say, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I've lost him to her. I've lost him to her. But it's a good thing. If you lost your friend after he got married, it's a good thing. At least his marriage is working. I'm trying to say that. You guys, someone trying to say that. At least him and his wife are getting on. If after he gets married, you come straight back to your backyard, there's something wrong with him and his marriage. Right? But alhamdulillah, when people get married, you see there's a different life that starts. When people get children, there's a different life that starts. Every child brings a new set of new sort of life to your house. With every child that comes, yes or no, guys know? Yes, it's all changing. Now, with all these changes that are going on, Allah has called it mata', He's called it temporary. Do you realize that all your favorite things and favorite people are also temporary? Your favorite things, even if you live from now till you're 60 or 70, you just got another 30 years, another 40 years to enjoy those favorite things. That's it, it's limited. The favorite people that you have, they are also limited. You're thinking, okay, my favorite so-and-so is my mother. my favorite person, my father, my favorite person, maybe my daughter, my son, whatever, whoever your favorite person is, my friend. You're thinking, okay, maybe, inshallah, bismillah, my friend or my mother or my father, they will live, inshallah, for another 20 years, for another 30 years, they're going to live. Inshallah, you got that in your mind. What you didn't realize is you could expire before they expire. You guys got what I'm trying to say? When your lights could go out before their lights go out. You're thinking, I've got them for another 5, 10 years, 15 years. But what you didn't calculate is I could go before them. We have situations in the world all the time. The son went before the father. The son went before the father. The younger brother went before the older brother. You know, you have in your head that, okay, if things go normal, then my older brother's going to die first. Then it's going to be probably the next one. Then it's going to be next, and it's going to be something. No. There's no such system with Allah Azza wa Jalla. There's no such thing as that. You know what happens? The healthy one goes before the one who's ill. Yes or no, guys? Come on, guys, you're talking, man. Otherwise, your food is probably, you know, it's really, I don't know, it's going to stay cold, huh? You're playing with your mind. Guys, you've got to talk to me. If you don't talk to me, I'm like, I gotta go, man. I gotta go quickly. Are you guys with this or no? Yes. There's no guarantee with health. You're healthy, you're fit, you're doing fine. Some people are like, you know, I'm not gonna travel much. I'm not gonna travel much. If I travel much, then, you know, there are more dangers out there. You start looking at the stats of how many car accidents have happened, how many planes have gone down, how many train wrecks there have been. I think, you know, I'm better off home. The one who stays home passes away, the one who flies around the whole world. You know, I'll give you a story, yeah? The pandemic came to thing, right? I was in New Zealand at the time, when the whole world was shutting down. So anyway, I had to come all the way back from there, travel through all the way to Dubai, travel all the way to London, come to my house, and then everyone panicking, the whole world's gonna die. We're gonna die. Okay. Because the thing is, I said to myself when the pandemic happened, you might have seen the video that might have went around, is that when maut is going to come and death is going to come, it's going to come anyway, you can't stop it. So you better live that mindset. You better live your life with that mindset. When something Allah has written for you, it's going to happen no matter how much you try to escape that thing. And if something is not written for you, no matter where you are, maut is not going to come for you. If it's not time for you to die, you don't. And there's one guy, it's a true story, he tried to commit suicide 10 times, he failed all 10 times. You know what I'm trying to say? If it's not his time to go, it's not going to be his time to go anyway. I came back from New Zealand all the way to London, right? Then there was a full lockdown. During the lockdown, I traveled. I traveled, it was like going through a war zone. Everyone on papers, documentation, check this stuff, you're right, you're going to kill me, are you? I traveled all the way again to Dubai. I traveled during the lockdown. I traveled to Bangladesh. I traveled all the way to Turkey. I went through all these countries. Can you imagine how many countries I'm going to, how many zones I'm going to? When I got to, the best thing was when I got to Bangladesh and I said to them about the coronavirus, they laughed at me. Then I realized, you know, coronavirus comes, they're going to die. Those people, you know, especially the villages in Bangladesh, they're fit, man. If coronavirus goes inside them, corona's going to die. It's another taking worse bacteria than corona. Anyway, I was there for about a month or over a month. I came all the way back to London. No corona. I went to travel the whole of the world, no corona. Came back home. When I came home, normal for another 2 months or something. Then suddenly, I'm home. Now I'm in the house. All right? No one's coming, no one's going. My daughter goes to school. She brings some, you know, something, some kind of like flu, whatever, to home. She got the coronavirus. We didn't realize. Then I got it. Then my son got it. My wife got it. We wrote down for 2 weeks corona. I was like, wow, man. I go half the way around the world and come, and corona's not written for me. And when I basically come back home, corona comes from my own locality in my own house. You can try and do what you like in your own house. When something's written for you, it's going to come to you. You can try and survive all the accidents and everything outside, everywhere outside. But in your own house, when it's time for malakul maut and death to come, it's going to come to you. The life we should live is, we live this life by knowing for certain all the people in my life, all the things I've got in my life, everything is temporary. Everything temporary. Now you've got to fit this not once in your mind, guys. You've got to screw it in. Let me give you a difference. You know, one is you fit something. Have you ever fit, let's say, you get this double-sided sticky tape and you fit a frame or something on the wall, right? But the sticky tape is not that heavy-handed. So what happens after a while? The frame falls off the place. Yes or no? Right? You put a little hook, plastic hook. You get it from the £1 DIY shop. Yeah. You stick it on something. You put a little something on it. You get a little heavy. It falls out of the painting and comes off. Yes. There's another one where you get someone to say, okay, guy, come inside here. You're a DIY man. You then now screw it inside. The guy's gonna screw it inside. He's gonna get, he's gonna put the plug and so on. He puts a plastic plug in there and screws it inside. You've got a proper, hook that's been made with a few hooks there. It's a lot more permanent, right? But then if you're gonna go even more permanent than that, you basically do a fitted wardrobe inside. Now that's proper fitted inside. With light look, there's certain things that are light, there are certain things that go deeper, and there are certain things that are in there. You can't move them. So if you buy a safe, if you ever seen safes, there's safes come in different sizes and different shapes. You got one safe that's like 40 kg, another one is 50 kg, another one that's 100 kg, another safe is like a 200, 300, 500 kg. You guys follow me, yes or no? Yes? The 40 kg one, my man here sitting here who has a beef burger, you can pick it up and you can take it. It's not that heavy. You can pick up a 40 kg one, you can walk off with it. It's not that secure. Why am I telling you this? Iman, belief in Allah Azza wa Jal, what is the weight I put to my Iman about all of this? Is my Iman, my belief, about my temporary things in this world? Is it like that thing I just stuck onto the wall from a DIY shop? Is that my Iman? Is that how much I believe in this? Is it just nailed in and it's just going to fall after a little while? Or have I screwed it in? Have I permanently fitted the system into my mind? Because with the believer, let me tell you this, where most believers go wrong, is Iman is something, we all say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasul. We all believe in Allah, we all believe in the Day of Judgment, we all believe that we're going to die, we're going to come back and we're going to go into the next world. We all believe that. In that, we are all equal. But amongst us are those people that believe is like that sticky tape. It's going to fall any moment. It's very, very thin. Very, very lightly stuck. Amongst us are those people that Iman, that these things are temporary. People are temporary in this world. I am temporary in this world. Everything I see is temporary in the world. They have screwed it in. It's in their mind. It's gone deep into their heart. Amongst us are those people who have fitted it permanently inside, so heavy that you can't move it. Like the safe that is like 1,000 kg, so heavy you need a few people to move that thing from its place. Few strong men to move that 1,000 kg, 1 ton from its place. You can't just do it with one man. Not one man. No one man is going to be able to do that. So there's Iman is different. So the believer, if you make every single, let's talk about, I'm talking about myself, I'm talking to you as well. Every believer needs to think, how deep have I made this Iman that all these things are temporary? I am temporary, all my people are temporary, my mother is temporary, my dad is temporary, my whole household is temporary, everything in my house that I love, all the cars are temporary. Every single game I'm playing is temporary, my phone is temporary, the apps I'm using are all temporary. This whole world will become an illusion for me the moment my lights go off. As in, everything became a temporary thing. Nothing is real. Nothing. I think it's all real right now. But when I switch off, or when I'm dead, then none of this is going to be attached to me anymore. None of this is going to be attached to me. How strong is that belief? Because depending on the strength of that belief, I will act in a certain way. Let me give you an example. for you to understand about the strength of belief and how you act. You know, when you're in Bangladesh and you do something wrong, like you drove fast in Bangladesh, and you went down the road and it was like, 60 kilometers an hour, and you went 100 kilometers an hour, and the police basically stopped you. In Bangladesh, I'm sure it's the same in Pakistan, right? You get stopped by police, you've done, you speed in a zone that you're not supposed to speed that high, the police say, hey, so you stop, yeah? So when you stop, your heart's not beating. In Bangladesh, your heart's not beating. So tell you straight up, bro. In Pakistan, your heart's not beating. Because you know when that police has stopped you and the police is going to say, hey, how come you're speeding that thing? Even if it's a speeding thing, right? You just say, brother, how are you? You talk to the police guy, brother, how are you? All right. You doing well, yeah? Yeah, come on, it happens, just let me off. And the guy goes, no, I don't know. You know what the guy wants. The guy wants some rupees, he wants some taka. You know that, right? You know. You get a 500 taka, 1,000 taka, nasahilu. Just have a bit over, just have a bit over your snack. Yeah, you know, your heart starts beating. You give him a little bit, he lets you, okay, don't do it again. Yeah, that's right. You go. And that's in Bangladesh. Why do you do that? Because your belief system is, you know that if I'm going in Bangladesh like this, then these coppers, these police people, they like, you give a little bit here. Not that I'm asking you guys to do all of that, you know what I'm trying to tell that. But you know the system around today is not a big deal. But if you were in England and you're going down the motorway and you're going at a speed, right? So it's 60 miles per hour and you're doing 100 miles per hour and then the police car pulls you over. My God, I don't think you got any wudu anymore. Bro, your heart's going to be pumping. When he pulls you to the side there, and he's got his cameras of his car, obviously they've got cameras of the car, they've seen how fast they got everything, and you know the system. You can't pull out anything and give it to him. Don't want to do that. He's going to put you in prison and give you some breakfast over there, bro. You know that, there's no getting away with it. This is the difference between our belief with the whole of what Allah has said. Some people, they live their life and they see that, yes, we know Akhirah, we believe in the Shahada, we believe in Qiyamah, we believe, we're going to be resurrected, we believe we're going to go to the day of judgment, we believe all of that. But the belief is like you being stopped in Bangladesh or Pakistan. It's like, what do you want? Go 2,000 taka, Even if the guy pulls you out and he sees that, okay, the guy probably thinks I'm rich in it. I better probably give him 5,000 taka, which is 50 quid, right? Or whatever. 5,000 taka, just give it to him. The guy's going to say, don't do it, okay, fine, done. But in this country, you won't be able to do it because you know the system now. You're not going to drive like that in this country. You're not going to drive like that. You'll drive carefully. And you think twice about how you behave in this country, how you act, because you know the system is strong here. You know that you can't get away with that stuff over here. The same way, every one of us believers has got different levels of belief of this iman of the akhirah, iman of the qiyamah, and of the day of judgment. If I'm behaving, because look, the guy's behavior is different. In Bangladesh, all the time, in Pakistan, all the time, breaking the laws in the road. They're overtaking where they're not supposed to overtake. They've got passengers, it's a 5-seater car, they've got 15 inside. And I'm trying to say, another one comes along and trying to get inside. They don't care about this stuff. Over here, even if you got one passenger extra, you're going down the motorway, you're going to be like, if I can stop, my license might go bad, I might get points on this, that. You're thinking of that. Because you know the system is really solid. When my iman becomes solid in this, my behavior will change. That's the big difference. When your iman is weak, it's sitting there like that sticky little kind of thing. It's just about sticking there. Your behavior is going to be different. If you ever notice a person is sinning, if a believer is sinning in this world, if a believer is, now because we've got loads of sins out there, right? We've got from your drugs, to to your, your clubs, to your zina, adultery, to your cheating and mugging and swearing and, knife crimes and people doing all sorts of sins out there, right? From your backbiting to your watching haram, to your listening to haram, to spending time haram and so on. All of it. If a person amongst us is sinning and they're sinning regularly, it is because their iman in the akhirah has become very light. It's become very, 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 it's almost like it's gonna, it's like a sticky thing I said. It's got no weight to it. If I want my behavior to be as a better Muslim, you have to make your iman of the akhirah, iman of the afterlife, iman of standing in front of Allah, iman of where I'm going, iman that this whole world is all temporary, that iman becomes solid, your behavior changes. The whole behavior changes. Why do you think older men and older women become more serious with life? Why do they practice Islam more? There's a more of a higher proportion, higher percentage of older people becoming more serious with their religion. I'm talking about like 35 plus. From 35 plus, 40, 45, 50, 60 and so on, the higher you go, the greater percentage it is that these people are practicing their religion. The younger you are, below 30, below 35, the higher the proportion of people that are not practicing religion. Why? Because those people who are getting older, they can feel that I'm going to die. The people who are young, they don't feel they're going to die. The people who are young is like, man, I got a life ahead of me. I'm just starting now. Your iman in your death is not even something which is solid. The next thing let me tell you is, we are going all, we are heading in that direction, every single one of us, we are heading in that direction. As I said to you, you think about all the things that you love on this earth, all the people that you love on this earth, and I said to you, it's all temporary. You think about this next. After my lights switch off, and I'm in the akhirah. Imagine this right now, pop, right now, pop, for any one of us. What happens straight away is, people are going to cry. Okay, let's go through the quick phases of what's going to happen. People are going to cry. My family members are going to be very sad. They're all going to be crying. Okay, the masjid people, if I popped out right now, the masjid people come up to me, they take me in, whatever, they slowly they'll have to take me out of my clothes and put their cloth on me and so on, get me ready for the ghusl, get me ready for my own janazah. Okay, within 24 hours, if there's no, if the death certificate is given, within 24 hours, they're ready to bury me. Right? They've done my my whole family, every people are coming from all over places, all over. Oh, I just saw him. Conversation, I just saw him the other day. I just talked to him the other day. Oh my God, he was okay. My last verse to him, my last thing. And everyone has a good wonderful memories, right? You're there, you're there, and they wash your body. You're not thinking of any last conversation with any person. This is serious. They're all talking about their last conversation with you, their last time they saw you, the last time they saw you, what kind of things you said. And then the memories you had with them across the whole of your life, they're talking about all of that. Oh, he did this, and she did this, and he was like this, she was that. They're talking about, you're not thinking about that. You know what you're thinking of? What's the last time I remember Allah? What was the last time when I sincerely did something for Allah? What are the moments that I spent with Allah with sincerity? What are the times that I stood in Salah and I really got close to Allah? What's the times that you're not thinking about any one of these family members. You're not thinking about your friends. You're not thinking about the things on this earth that make you close to those items, to those things. No, you're not thinking about that. Your thought is that, what did I do with Allah? When it was, and you're going to be thinking next thing. If people who actually, the people who are around you, they're also thinking, Ya Allah. Let's say your name is Shabu. Okay, sorry, I'm not jinxing your death if your name is Shabu, and I just came to my mind. I have to choose the name. So let's say you're Shabu. Ya Allah, Shabu, I had beef with him. I'm supposed to sort my beef out. I never sorted it out, and Shabu passed away. I wish Shabu was alive, so I could talk to Shabu, I could tell him how sorry I am. I'm talking about the window. Oh, guys, what is he thinking of? He's thinking of at the time of his death. This person, you know what he's thinking of? He's thinking of what are the sins that I've committed. You know, your friends are thinking, your families are thinking, Shabu passed away. I wish I could, erase those moments between me and Shabu. They're thinking of that, right? You're not thinking of that. You're thinking about the times that you sinned with Allah, and Allah was watching you. You sin. Did I do a tawbah? Did I get repentance? Did I ask Allah for forgiveness? Did I make him? Did I make up with Allah? Did I make up with Allah? That's what's going through your head. Now, 24 hours have gone. 24 hours have gone. I'm about to go to my grave. I've got no thoughts about any single item in this world. No thoughts about any person in this world. My own mother's crying. She's rolling her eyes out. She's going to go through 6 months of some kind of hysteria. She's going to be panicking. Oh my God, my Shaykh was 20-something years old or 30-something years old. He passed away. My dad's like, he's going in and out and running around through the masjid and back and forth. My brother's this, my sister's this, all that. I'm not worried about any single one of them. I'm worried about myself and my relationship with Allah. You know what the next thing is? People, when they think of Allah Azza wa Jal, there's different ways which we think of Allah, of who Allah is. So let me give you an example of this so you can understand what I'm saying. Because our iman is there with Allah, but some people's iman is there with just like sticking it out with a little sticky tape. Some people's iman is there by nailing it in. Some people's iman is there screwing the whole thing in. And some people's iman is like that heavy safe which is not movable. 1,000 kg safe or 2,000 kg safe which is not movable. Some people's iman is like that. It's the same iman, but the iman has got the weight. Now let me give you an example of how this works. If I'm doing something wrong, imagine I'm doing something wrong. And then I'm in this room, I'm doing something wrong, whatever wrong thing it is. Someone knocks on the door. And I say, who is it? And it's my mate at the door. If my friend is at the door and he knocks, I'm going to say to him, man, come on, Abzi. Open the door, come inside. Come and join me. I'm up to something here, come and join me. Let's say these guys have the other thing, that balloon. That balloon and the nitro gas, whatever that you have, or some other stuff that you're doing, right? So if it's your mate that's coming in, and you've got something sniffing, which you shouldn't be doing anyway, but you're going to invite your mate to come inside. If that knock on the door when you were doing something wrong, if that knock on the door and you say, who is it there? And the person says, I'm your brother. It depends on which brother he is, right? Your blood brother, which brother he is. Some brothers you like chilled out with, I just put it away a little bit. I don't want to be embarrassed that he sees me, but it doesn't matter. Even if he smells it in the room, he's just going to say to me, what are you doing? And say, you give me one time. Let me do it. Another brother might be a little bit more embarrassed. But if the knock on the door came, tuk, I said, who is it? And it's my dad. Yalla, it's my dad. Abani. I'm very busy. I'm very busy at the moment. Dad wants to come in the room. Are you going to invite him in the room? Are they going to invite him in the room? No. You don't even say no. You're not going to want to invite your dad in the room, mate. Hey, there's something dodgy here. You're not going to invite him like you invite your mate inside. Now imagine this, that talk came, and that talk is who? You said, who is it? And he said, I'm Sergeant P.C. Cooper. Sergeant Cooper's here. You say, sorry, who is it? Sergeant Cooper from your local police station in Manchester. What's going to happen now? You're going to jump out the window, bro. Okay. You're ready to whoa, what just happened here? Now can you see? Each person, if the door is closed, there's a person behind the door. There's a knock on the door. There's someone there, but depending on what info you had in your mind about who that person is, you're going to react in a certain way. It's my friend, come on, join me, man. Yeah, let's have a spiff together. If it's my brother, whatever. If my dad, if it's silent, you see that? But this is what changed. The person changed behind the door, yes. But not only the person behind the door, the information in my head about what is to happen if that person now opens the door, comes in here and sees what I'm doing. That information brings that scare inside me. Are you guys doing yes or no? Yes. I've got information. That information comes inside because if I was someone who's like a bit tapped in the head, yeah, and I'm like, I'm actually tapped in the head, so my brain's not working properly. I wouldn't care if sergeant, father, mother, whoever, the people who are like that, they'll be mad. They don't care, right? They need to go to a mental institution, right? But if I'm a sane person, then depending on who that person behind the door, I'm going to change. Now let me tell you this. To some people, Allah is just a God. To some people, we all believe in Allah. To some people, Allah is just Allah. Yeah, He's a God. Yeah. Some people, Allah is okay. He's just a forgiver. He's just Ghafoor. He's just Rahim. He keeps forgiving. He loves forgiving. Some people are put that in, it's like, your mate, you see, knock on the door, who is it? It's my mate, come inside, don't worry. Some people, they're sinning. And they're thinking, yeah, I know Allah's watching me. I know Allah's watching me. Yeah, I'll give my tawbah later on. I'll just seek forgiveness from Allah later on, from Allah later on. It's alright. It's alright. Allow it. It's alright. Just do it. Even if that thought comes in, they're not thinking. To some people, Allah is okay. I'm doing something wrong. I know, but it's still okay. I got regret, but I'll get through this. I'll change my life. I'll do something. Okay, fine. I don't want to think about it right now. I'll think about it later on. To some people, Allah is one that, Allah is watching like, I can't fool me, speak. And some people it's like, Allah is watching me? No way I can do this. No way I can do this. Have you guys understood what I'm going to say to you? Yes. Same Allah. Allah hasn't changed. Same Allah. Allah hasn't changed. But the information in your mind and the depth of your iman and how deep it is, depending on that, you will react a certain way. To some people right now, when you take the first part of what I've said in the talk and you take the second part of what I've said in the talk, let's put them together right now. When I'm in this world, and I've said, all my beloved people are temporary. When I've said to you, all my beloved items and things that I have in this world, they're all temporary. When I think like that, okay, fine, they're all temporary. But then I questioned myself and I said, okay, if everything is temporary, then what is that thing which is permanent? Who is permanent? When I asked that question to myself, then what's the answer to that? Who is permanent, someone? Hold on, say it together. Who's permanent? Allah. Okay, now let's do the equation ourselves. My lights go off. I don't think about any people in this world anymore. My lights go off. I don't think about any fun or games or anything I had in this world. Nothing like that. My lights go off. The people who are crying for me can't help me. My mom's crying. She can't help me. My dad is saddened. My dad buries me. My brother that is saddened gets into my grave. He stands in my grave to lower me, my body inside and put it at the bottom. My own blood brother does that. My friends are all taking the shovel and they are putting the soil on my grave. These are my friends. This is my family. These are the people who love me and I love them. They've all done that. You know, their memories of me starts fading away. First few days, they come to my grave every single day. Oh, Shabu passed. Oh, Shabu's guiding. Oh man, I wish Shabu was here. Yeah, and you know my friends, they do? Yeah man, I better start going to the mosque, innit? I better start doing man who's 20-something years old, yeah? I better straighten up a bit, you know? I got to stop all this, man. I could have been me, you know? I could have been pam, 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 you know? I could have been gone. So they get a little bit religious for a few days. Your household has got a few more Quran khatams and this and that in the household, alright? They probably switched off the TVs and whatever. Happens for a little while. They're all saddened. They got memories that are alive about you. Give you a couple of weeks, bro. Give it 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. After that, Shebul has become a memory that is now popping now and again in the monthly conversation. Shebul might be coming up in a couple of weeks conversation. Give it 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Shebul's not going to be mentioned once in 2-3 months. Give it 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Shebul's going to be mentioned once a year. Your own beloved people, the closest ones to you. Even if you're a person who was an elderly person, what about you passed away? Give it a few years. They used to come every year to your grave. Now they're coming every 2 years, every 3 years, every 4. Give it 10 years. After that, you know what's happening? Your families are now probably coming after a few years to your grave. Give it 30 years. Your grandchildren have got no connection with you. Oh, whose grave is that? Oh, granddad's grave. Oh, okay. They might just ask, have you got a photo of granddad? And you just see, that's it. Nothing more. Your great-grandchildren in 50 years' time, they've got no memory, no connection, nothing in their heads about it. You're gone. Tell me this here. Your great-grandfather, how many of you know your great-grandfather? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. My hands are down. I didn't even see my grandfather's parents. Great-grand, one person. Gone. Most of us don't have that connection. Now guess what? Now let's bring the equation together. When my lads have popped out, and I'm not thinking about any person and anyone and any of the things that I indulge in. You know what the next thing that I think about, and I'm always thinking about? Only Allah. And that's it. The only thing I have in mind is Allah. Because there's only one permanent relationship you can have. Only one permanent relationship you can have in this world and forever. You can never have any more permanent relationship except for one. وَحْدَهُ لَا شَرِيكَ لَهُ. He has no partners and he is alone. And in his existence, he is alone. There is no one that has his existence, which is the one and only permanent existence. You know what happens after another 100 years, 200, 300 years? I'm in my grave. By that time, even let's say, even 50, 60 years, all my beloved people are all in their graves. All of them buried one by one. The whole of Manchester, all the people that you know, every single person in 100 years' time is going to be buried underneath. Every single person. This generation is going to be forgotten. This whole generation won't even remember. The year might be 2,120 something. No one even thinks about this except in history books. History books. We become the museum. We become the talk of any, archives that they've got. That's who we are right now. The whole system has changed. People have changed. We don't know what technology is going to be there. But you know what? Who cares? I only care for my one relationship. That is Allah. No one else. No one matters. No one did ever matter. And I got one chance to get this one relationship right. One chance to get this one relationship right. And what did I do? I prioritized my girlfriend over my relationship of Allah. I prioritized, or a woman prioritized over here, her boyfriend. I prioritized the substances that give me a high. You prioritize that, while Allah, the one and only relationship you should ever look after, never damage, ever. You damaged that, and you damaged that again, and you damaged that again, and you kept on doing it. And you didn't care, because your iman was a sticky note. Your iman wasn't drilled inside. And you never worked on, or I never worked on my iman. And I thought of Allah as just, it's just the God, and that's it. You never thought about what it means to have that relationship with Allah. Because when the lights are out, my friend, there is no other relationship. You think about it. your wife that you love, your wife that you love, she's going to age and you're going to age. You're going to have white hair, she's going to have white hair. You're going to get slow in life, she's going to get slow in life. Some of you are smiling at me right now. Oh, you go to my life, where we go. You're going to see it's going to happen. You're going to get health issues happening, she's going to have health issues as well. She's going to use all the creams she wants, but even doesn't matter how many creams she puts, she's still looking old. I'm trying to say that. And doesn't matter how much you put black stuff on your beard, you still got white beard there, bro. So don't try and fake it. Don't try and hide it. The thing is, you age, she ages. One day you gotta go, one day she goes. The day you go to your grave, the day she goes to her grave, tell me, is there any relationship left between husband and wife? Yes or no? Come on guys, yes or no?
No.
The son that you love, the son that you're leaving everything for, that son will inherit from you, and then he'll leave his inheritance for his heirs. He'll go to his grave, you go to your grave. After that, no dad thinks about his son, no son thinks about the dad. This is the reality. No one, none of your sons, none of your daughters, the ones that you lived your whole life for, the ones that you're working double shifts for, the ones that you're running in a rat race for, the ones that you're trying to make, you got your house, you're trying to make an extra house for one of your sons, one of your daughters, the ones that you're dying to see their marriage of, and you're trying to see their children, the ones that you're crazy of spending time with, all of them, they're gone and you don't even care about them because your lights are switched off. There's only one relationship that matters right now. You know what it's going to look like at that time? When I'm in my grave and they put all the soil on top of me and I'm just lying there, and you know what I'm thinking? They're all crying and they're all because I'm not even bothered about them. I'm thinking, what will that Lord do to me right now? Did I make that relationship or did I break it? Did I mend it? Did I bend it? Did I have it where it's supposed to be? Did I completely not even create the relationship with Allah? That is the thing that every person listening here right now is going to be thinking of. You know what happens after that? Forever and forever. From that moment I die, till the moment I put my foot in Jannah, which is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We can't even comprehend the time. Right now you think of it. Right now you think of it. If you are sitting in a place where you're just waiting for time to pass by, time goes slow. Yes or no? If you're in a place where you're not looking at the time, you're having fun. Because you know when you're having fun, you don't look at the time. And then time goes really quickly, yes or no? The people in the next world who haven't made the relationship with Allah, their time is going to go very, 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 very slow. Because they got nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, they could be facing a punishment in the next world. Prison, people are in prison, they keep on looking at the clock. It goes very slow. The days go very slow. The weeks go very slow. The years go very slow. The people who are waiting to get to the day of judgment, the time is going very slow. The people on the day of judgment, Allah has said it is a day which will be 50,000 years in itself. In one part of the Quran it says 1,000 years, one part of the Quran says 50,000 years. Why? Because the people who did more good actions, they will see it as 1,000 years. And the people who didn't do anything at all and they ended up with kufr or denial of Allah, they will feel the day of judgment in 50,000 years. And the people who are believers, subhanallah, the people who are believers, they make their relationship with Allah good. They made that one relationship good, the only one and only that matters. They made it good. You know what? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us, according to a hadith of Sahih Muslim, a believer's time that they will feel from the moment they die till the moment they get into paradise, which is now, which means this. They spend time in the grave for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. They then came up on the day of judgment for thousands and thousands of years. They spend all that time going through, getting their book in their hand, seeing their deeds being weighed in front of them, coming in front of Allah, giving their hisab, giving their account, Allah questioning them, then going through all of that. Then after that, going through the day of judgment, then crossing the bridge of hellfire, which is very, very, very long indeed. going all the way across into Jannah and putting their foot into Jannah. All of that, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, for the believer is going to feel like 2 rakats of sunnah for their prayers. How long does it take to do 2 rakats of sunnah for the prayers? How many minutes? 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. That's how they're going to feel. That is a bonus I want, my friend, and I'm sure you want. Now you better wake up right now. Your relationship, every single one, all your friends, all your families, everyone who you know on this earth, all your social media friends, and people that are your followers, and the people that you follow, and the people that you want to be with, and people that you want to come onto your platform and to follow you, and all the likes and clicks and whatever, none of it matters. Absolute zero. When the lights go off, one relationship matters. You better make sure that you got one love. On this earth, you love your mother. You love your father first. You love your siblings. Yes. Then you have a different type of love with your wife, with your husband. Then you have a different type of love with your children. Because you love your children. And then you love them more than even your wife and your husband. You love your children, they become the main thing. And then you love your grandchildren. All those loves are all temporary. All those loves are real, but they won't matter. All those loves will be forgotten. They'll become absolutely zero. And the one love I'm going to look for when the lights are off is the love of Allah. That's it. That's the only love that matters. No other love matters. Imagine this. I love my wife so good. I just want you to spend time with her so much. I love my beloved so much. I love my mother. I sat with her. I want you to see her. I want you to be with her. Yes, do all of that. But please never make your love of your mother, the love of your father, the love of your wife more than the love of Allah. Because if you do that, then you will lose that. Never. You love your friends, yes. But your friends cannot come before Allah. Your friends have to come after Allah. If it becomes that my friends want me to sin, my friends put pressure on me to go out and have some fun where we're going to sin, then I better say to myself, the love of my friends, if I give priority to that right now, that means I never gave priority to the love of Allah. And one day my lights are going to be switched off, and I'm going to remember this moment that I sacrificed the love of Allah for the love of my friends. So if Allah today says to me, well, go to your friends right now, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? If Allah turns His mercy away from me, if Allah has no mercy on me, has no bounty on me, if Allah does not forgive me, if Allah doesn't say to me, oh so and so, I love you, if that is not the case, then I'm finished. I'm gone. Everything I did in this world was for nothing. And if after my light switch off, if my Allah says to me, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna, O soul who is content with the relationship you had with me. You are content in the world because you put your love as the main love into my relationship with you. You came for salah for what reason? For my love. No man gets up to pray except they want to show Allah, I love you. No woman does that. No man will get up for Fajr when you're dying to go to sleep, when it's not comfortable under the duvet, when the water is cold and you're going to have to do wudu. No man, no woman gets out there and does wudu and then stands in front of Allah early in the morning when the sun hasn't even risen. No man, no woman does that except they are a person who has shown Allah, oh Allah, I prioritize your love over my sleep. I prioritize you over my comfort. I did not, you know, all of that is going to show for me on the day of judgment. It's going to show for me when the lights are out. And that's going to be very meaningful for me. Right now I'm feeling angry. I want to swear at a person. I want to tell them all these kind of things. But I know Allah's told me to do that. So I control my anger. I control myself. You know what that is? I only did that for the sake of Allah. And Allah Azza wa Jalla's love I prioritize over me wanting to just burst out my anger and say something to this person, whatever it is, be cruel to them and so on. I control myself. Allah Azza wa Jalla will show me the result of that love when the lights are switched out. Anytime sinful moments came and I always put Allah first, you know what? When my lights are switched out, yeah, And I see Allah says to me, oh one who's been content, ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية. O soul who has just passed away, come back to your Lord where you are pleased with me, your Allah, your Lord, and I as your Lord am pleased with you. Both connections have now to be made. Because we don't know if Allah, in this world, you know one thing is, you can show your love for Allah, but you don't know if Allah loves you in return. Right? We can all claim of the love of Allah, but we don't know if Allah actually loves me or not. The moment we die, we get to find out the part we never knew. Which is Allah happy with you? Radiyatan mardiyah means you are pleased with me as your Lord, and I am pleased with you as a servant. That's what radiyah mardiyah means. Now I want you to go and join my servants who are in Illiyin, who are in a high abode in the next world. I've given them a special station. These are all servants who prioritize me over their desires. They prioritize my love over all the other loves and attachments they have. These are my servants, ibadi, the ones that I'm going to proudly call my servants. I want you, the new soul that has passed away, come and join them and rejoice with them right now, temporarily in Illiyin. Once that happens on the Day of Judgment, Allah says, وَدُخُلِي جَنَّتِي. And then Allah is going to say, now also go and enter my gardens are prepared for you, this Jannah paradise. That's what we want. My friends, do you realize that these permanent relationships that we've got, they all can come and harm us upon time. Your mother could be out to get you on the Day of Judgment. Your father will be looking in his record to see what he can do to claim from your reward on the Day of Judgment. Your own brother, blood sister, they're going to open their books on the Day of Judgment. It's going to tell them, your blood brother, your blood sister did this to you on this day. You can claim their good rewards for yourself. Your best friends, the ones that you call your blood. You say, you're my blood, you're my cuz, you're my fam. You got these names, right? These youngsters. You're my cuz, my cousin. You're my fam, your family. Wow. Cousin, call them cuz, cousin family. You're my blood, you're my back, I got your back. Wow, he doesn't even call his own family with his cuz. Or brother, or let's say, fam, or whatever. He calls the outside, you're my cousin, you're my blood, you know, all that, eh? So close to them, my God, man. I've got him in it, I've got it. I don't care what he does, yeah? I've got his back. I'm gonna always back him up. I'm gonna always back him up. Yeah, you're that close to him. Yeah? You realize in the Day of Judgment, when you and him stand up, he's gonna try to find in his book all the things he can claim from you, and you're gonna do that all the things you can claim from him as well. You're gonna be enemies. Allah says in the Quran, الأخلاء يومئذ بعضهم لبعض عدو إلا المتقين. Allah says all these best friends, al-akhillah, you know al-akhillah means the best buddies and friends you had on this earth. The ones that you are so close. Now, akhillah, if you don't understand that, it was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam called one person on this earth his best friend. It was Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. He said he's my Khalil. That's how close. Wherever Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, there you find Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whatever Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is thinking of, and he wants, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu wants to serve him and make sure that he's got that. He called him his Khalil, his closest buddy on this earth. Your closest friend, buddy on the earth. Allah says, if you are not muttaqeen, if you don't have taqwa, and he doesn't have taqwa, what does taqwa mean? Taqwa means that you stop sinning out of the fear of Allah. If you never had a mechanism inside your head that stopped you from sinning because Allah is watching you, if he never had the same thing or she never had the same thing, both of you are the worst of enemies on the Day of Judgment. You're going to go for him, he's going to go for you. You know what they're going to say to each other? He's going to say, bro, you, because of you, I'm going to Jahannam, so I'm going to make sure you go with me. They're going to be, it's Quran. I'm not making this up. يَرْجِعُ بَعْضُهُمْ إِلَى بَعْضٍ الْقَوْلِ. Allah said you should love seeing when the sinners, they come on the day of judgment, when they start arguing with one another, and he's cussing him, and he's cussing him, and he wants to get at him, and he wants to get at him. They say, يَقُولُ الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا لِلَّذِينَ اسْتَكْبَرُوا لَوْلَا أَنْتُمْ لَكُنَّا مُؤْمِنِينَ. The ones that were weak in the gang. You know, you got a gang there, you got your boys out there. You got your gang. What's another name for gangs these days? What's the name? Help me out. There's gangs, that's it. Any other names? Posse, gang, and squad. Mamulana name knows that. Squad. You know your squad here? Inside the squad, inside the gang, you've got the ones that are the strongest ones at the top, and you've got the weaker ones at the bottom. It always happens like that. In every group of people, you have a weak lot at the bottom, and you've got the strong one at the top. You've got the one strong, you said a few strong beside the top. Allah says, يَقُولُ الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا. Those who are the weak ones at the bottom, seen as weak. لِلَّذِينَ اسْتَكْبَرُوا. They're going to say to the leaders, the ones that were more arrogant, the ones that were more proud of themselves, they're going to say, if it wasn't for you, we would have been proper believers. قَالَ الَّذِينَ اسْتَكْبَرُوا لِلَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا. The ones that were leaders are going to say on the day of judgment, the ones that you're the one that you turned yourselves to this roadway, this pathway. Don't call me this and that. Don't say I led you. You trod on that path yourself. قال الذين استضعفوا للذين استكبروا بل مكر الليل والنهار إذ تأمروننا. They will say, the weaker ones will say, what? You telling us? We're the ones, wait. You guys, you had plans going on night and day. إِذْ تَأْمُرُونَنَا. When you guys used to call us through WhatsApp, used to call us through our phones, used to call us on social media, used to send these messages, and you said, come out boys, we're going to hook up here. Every night, every day, you got a new plan. He said, come on boys, we're going to fight these lads out there. We're going to do it. And us, we have to listen to you, but you put pressure on us. You were the ones that put all this. All night and day you call us to do these things. While you guys, you're the ones that calling the shots, and we were the ones that were putting our boots on the ground. This is the argument they're going to have on the day of judgment with their best of friends. And I have got a big argument in front of Allah. You know why? Because each one knows that if they fail, they're going to Jahannam. And if they both fail, then okay, I'm going to Jahannam. You know what they'll say? They'll say, oh Allah, put him into a lower part of Jahannam that burns him more than what I'm feeling. This is the Quran. There's a ula, there's an ukhra. Allah talks through the A'raf. And each one comes and says, they say, oh Allah, that's the one that led me to this. Oh Allah, please, they're going to beg Allah. Allah, okay, I'm in Jahannam. I'm going to burn. But you know the guy that recruited me, the guy that led me, my leader, yesterday you called him your brother, your blood, your this, your family, your cousin, whatever, right? Your leader. Allah put him into a place of Jahannam where he gets da'fain, twice the double amount of punishment than what I get. That's the plea. Okay, I'm going. It's like, when gangs get caught in this world and they go to court, yeah? They go to court. One's getting a sentence of 7 years. So he's like, oh man, I'm going to be in jail, man, for 7 years, man. What do I do, man? You know him here. He tells the lawyer, he says, you know him here, give him a 14-year sentence. Put him down for 20 years. You know, I'm going down for 7 years. What have I done to go down for 7 years? You know, I'm going to be 31 by the time I come down. I come out here. I want him to be 45 by the time he comes out. I want him to be 50. They snitch on each other. They fall out on each other. You know, on the day of judgment, all these gangs, these squads, these people, they're going to fall out big time. I'm not judging, I'm taking you, not only taking you, I'm going to put you in a place of hellfire that you will find more punishment than what I've tasted. So my friends, as a summary, because it's 2:30 and they said that we're going to finish at 2:30. Like, even thinking about food right now, you shouldn't be thinking about food. We're talking about very serious thing right now. It's very serious. Because only listen to me. There's one thing I want you to take from this bayan. One thing. Just one thing, please. For Allah's sake. Because my time is limited, your time is limited. I've got a live by date on my head. You've got a live by date in your head. You know, you have items on the shelf, sell by date. You guys understand? Yeah. You don't understand. You go to the store, yeah? Certain items got a sell by date. This sell by date is 3 days. That sell by date is 5 days. That one 7 days, that one 1 day. Sell by date. We don't see there's a live by date on our heads right now, we don't know. Malakul Maut is wondering. As soon as my sell by date, as soon as my live by date is up, gone, I'm gone. Now the one thing that you take from this bayan is what? There's only one relationship on this earth that matters. And I better make that relationship. My brother, my sister, there's only one relationship. Through my salah, through my understanding of Quran, through coming to the masjid, listening to what Allah has revealed, listening to what Messenger ﷺ said in the books of Ahadith. I better make that one relationship the strongest relationship I have than any other relationship I've got. And if you can do that before you die, alhamdulillah. Take the dunya, enjoy the akhirah. But in this world, if I make all these other relationships my priorities, I never let down my wife, I never let down my children, I never let down my families, my friends, which is fine. Look, you can be close to your family. No one's saying, go home and say to your wife, hey, Tore, definitely. Don't go to your home and just tell your wife to get lost and your son to get out of the thing. This is me and my Allah right now, yeah? No problem. We look after our families, we look after our blood, we look after everything on this earth, but we prioritize the love of Allah over everything else. If I get that love right, if I get that relationship with Allah right, alhamdulillah, I've got nothing to worry about. If I mess up on that, it's done. I've got nothing to look forward to in the afterlife. Wa akhiru da'wana, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
We're really lucky to have a Shaykh today. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, Shaykh Nubal Shah is here. I'll just say a few words.
Literally, if I say 2 minutes, everyone got time for 2 minutes? Yeah. 2 minutes. Something 2 literally, 100 I say. 60 seconds. Just stay where you are, guys. 60 seconds, I'll make it right.
Jazakumullah khair al-jazak for everybody attending today. And our honorable guest and friend, Shaykh Hasan, may Allah preserve him and protect him.